Hey ladies, it's Mitzi, the paper girly. Okay, so we are officially on week 2 of the challenge, and I am so excited that it seems like everybody just, breezed through the first week. And that is exciting, and I am excited for you. And I know that, from all the feedback that I'm getting, that you gals are really enjoying these prompts. And yes, I don't have a problem. I can give you a prompt every single day. I can put one out on Instagram, on Facebook, on the YouTube post page. I can do that. And if you're wanting that, then I will do that. However, I do want to go over some different styles, some different things. And in the video that I dropped, when I first brought this up, I said that I had a plan. I had a plan to do certain things certain weeks. And so I am going to go ahead and move on to week 2 and my original plan. But I will, for you gals that do like the prompt, I will give you one prompt here today. And if that's all you want to do and you don't want to do the gratitude week, because I know that some of you gals said you're not into that. And I get that. It is not for everybody. However, for me, I love it. I love it because it's simple. I love it for the positivity. And I love it because it gives me the opportunity to kind of switch it up, do some stickers, do some pictures, do some, this and that the way that I do it. So if you are wanting to continue on with the prompt only or the prompt as well, this is the prompt for this week. And the question is, what do you think people appreciate the most about you? Now, this is easy for me because my girlfriends tell me all the time what they appreciate about me is that I am blunt. I am blunt. I am sometimes, to my detriment, really honest with my opinions. I always speak kindly, but if you ask me an opinion, you ask me a question, I'm going to give it to you straight. That's just how I am. So, in fact, my video on Friday, when I was kind of going over the rules of the Facebook group, my husband, he came through while I was editing and he thought, holy cow, Mitzi, that does not sound, very nice. That sounds kind of harsh. And I'm like, babe, have you never talked to me before? Do you not realize that this is how I talk? And he's like, yeah, I get it, and I love you, and I know that's how you are, but these people are strangers. These gals are strangers, and you should, maybe change your tone a little bit. And I said, I get where you're coming from. I understand, but honestly, I think that a lot of women appreciate when you're straightforward. Then there is no question down the line. Kind of like I always tell him, Mr. Paper, and my closest friends know that you will know when I am happy about something. You will know if I'm upset about something. You will know if I'm just totally pissed off about something because I will let you know. I will be, there's no wondering, there's no speculation, there's no assuming. It is pretty easy to understand how I'm feeling. So, anyway, the question is, what do you think people appreciate the most about you? Okay, so that out of the way, we are going to move on. We are going to move on to Gratitude Week. Now, for you girlies that are just starting out and want to keep it simple, even though, I said one sentence, and girls, at least from the posts on Facebook, you are not writing one sentence. You are writing two sentences, three sentences, pages and pages, even sometimes. You guys are killing it. So, this can be, again, one sentence. That's all, that I'm asking of you. That's all that you should ever feel obligated. And even then, this is your journal. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. But to keep it simple, we are going with just a one sentence, one thing that you're grateful for each day. So, I did start a new page just to start the new week, and this is what I did. You like my little Diet Coke? After the miniature show, which I'm going to go over and show you what I got at the end of this, we just grabbed some McDonald's. So, of course, I got my crispy Diet Coke. Okay, so we are just doing a week. a week of gratitude. So I just made, I just took a ruler and one of my pins. Which one did I use? Oh, you know what? I used my Stampin' Square pin, and it's just because I just really, really like the thin tip. So I used my stamp in square pen. I just made lines, and then I threw a couple little stickers in just for fun. And I wrote, I am grateful for all the ladies that completed week 1. Easy peasy. So I'm going to show that this is gratitude, and I have these little gratitude stickers that I just printed out using my Cricut. And so I'm just going to throw one of those on top. And that will be for my week of gratitude. So I did the days. I used this. It's from the Paper Studio, $8.99 from Hobby Lobby. I love the script. Oh yeah. Some gals, well, I brought it up, and then some gals said they might be interested in trying to learn together, since I'm trying to learn as well, how to do kind of that modern calligraphy and handwriting. And so I'm doing a little bit of research to see if I can find a book that I think would work well with all of us. I want it to be a very low price point so that it is, available for everybody who wants to join in. So I'm looking into that. Okay, so so that's it. One thing that I'm grateful for every single day. One thing that you're grateful for every single day. Now, this is the beginner. That's the easy, simple. So normally, obviously, this is my notebook. And it's getting a little bit chunky here. And as much as I want to write in that notebook and continue on, because I'm using this as my actual journaling each week, I'm actually going to write in my gratitude journal, just, so that I don't have to go back, redo it, because obviously, you know me, I have all these notebooks and I do try to keep up on them. And, my gratitude journal has been feeling kind of lonely lately. So this is my gratitude journal. If you watch my other videos, then that is my gratitude journal. If you haven't watched my other videos, then basically it is just, it's the Hobonichi Weeks. You can get it off of Amazon. You can get it from the Hobonichi store, but the quickest way is off of Amazon. I'll throw a link on for these. They are the Tomo River paper. I love Tomo River paper. I am particular about that type of paper because I use fountain pens. So every day I just write something that I'm grateful. Easy peasy. At the end of the week, I write about something, or sometimes even, during the week, I'll throw something in there and then write about it at the end of the week. So we are coming up into February. So this was February the 2nd through the 8th. This is February the 9th through the 15th. And really easy. All I do is I take, because I have all these Tombow pens, and like we were talking about earlier, I don't know how to do that fancy writing. So right now, all I use these for are the color in these little boxes. I know, it's ridiculous. I bought all these beautiful, beautiful pens, and that is all I did with them. These, if you have a Michaels, they often go on sale. Buy one, get one 50% off. That's how I got all of mine. Makes them a little bit more financially friendly. Obviously, you can always get them on Amazon as well if you are in an area that you don't have a Michaels. Okay, so this week, just some little highlights. My Hubman and Chub Girl subscription came, and it was the Three Little Pigs. And even though I thought that I unsubscribed, I actually still have the subscription. I have the cheapest one, the sticker one. It's like I think $20 with taxes and free shipping. So I put those in there because they're super duper cute. I have my color, the matching, and then you know me, I love inspirational stickers. I just have a little pack here, and I just have pages and pages of inspirational stickers. Different colors, different sayings, black, white. I like neutral for the most part, but I do have some colored ones as well. These you get real cheap off of Amazon. I'll throw in a link for the books that I have, or the book that I have. I just have it in here, and I took it out of the cover. Okay, so then this is this, let's see, so that was that. This here, another little thing. And then I wanted to go over here. So this is, let me get these out of the way. Of course, I have to stick in my wasabi paste packet from going out to lunch with Molly. But I did want to go over something because I did the Canon Ivy last week. And I want to show you another way that I really love to put in pictures easily that is a lot more, well, it's a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper, and I just wanted to show you the difference between them because I realized that the Canon Ivy is a big purchase. So, one of the things that I had here this week was I Am Grateful Carly. That's my baby pup. Well, she's not a baby. She's a good old gal. She's a lady of a certain age, is having a good week. She is, you know, quote unquote, 98 years old, and some weeks are better than others. So I thought, you know what? I would like to put some pictures of her in here. So what did I do? I printed them off. And I printed them off using sticker paper. And this is the sticker paper that I get. I want to say it's liked. That's what it looks like. Anyway, get it off of Amazon. I will have the link in the description. You get 100 of these sheets. Yikes. 100 of these sheets for, like, I want to say $16. So very, very reasonable. And you might say, well, Mitzi, if you're running it through a printer, you know, you have 2 little stickers there. That's kind of wasteful. Well, no, not if you're like me. I don't like to waste things. And I certainly don't like to spend money on things and then waste it. What you do, this is the sticker paper. And it just comes off just like this. Okay, so yes, if this is how big it is to start with, and this is all that I used, I just take another piece of paper, I take some glue tape, you line it up, you stick it down, and instead of how you normally put in your paper to, you know, your printer to then come up this way, because that part is cut off, you put it in this way, and then it will pull it through, and then you can still print, what, 2/3 of a page. So that is that. But yes, so let me find my pen. Okay, so these are stickers, sticker paper, and yikes, I just took a little edge trimmer or corner cutter, and boom, there goes Carly. So I think I mentioned it. I mentioned it somewhere. That yeah, if you hear a little jingle jangle, or you have a little clickety clack of nails, or sometimes she has a little coughing fit because she is old, that is Carly. She is hanging out with me, and I just thought about that because I did hear a little jingle jangle. So, oops. So there we go. That is that week. Just wanted to show you that option of the sticker paper. Okay, so then we have the 23rd to the 1st of February, and this was things, you know, I had my Happy Mail that came, and I have the washi tape, and I always like to swatch my washi tape somewhere. So basically, this is the one thing that I'm grateful for each day, and on this side, I just put something kind of to, you know, I pick out something on this side and put it over here. And then this, okay, I gotta do a little boom, boom. Okay, so this is this week. And obviously, I am grateful that I went to the mini show yesterday. If you haven't seen that video, I have a short little video. I think it's about 8 minutes, just that you can see some highlights from that. Mr. Paper was awesome. He went along. He was a really, really great purse holder. He was not the only purse holder there. There are many, many male purse holders there, and I thought it was great. It was madness. It was bananas. It was crazy. But, you know, it's once a year, and I go. And so And then I have things like my little general admission. And then I have something down here, but I'm not going to show you what that is because now that we have all that gone over, easy peasy, easy peasy, one little thing that you're grateful for. That's all that's required for the week. And because it's just one little thing, and you know, Natalie does 3. Some people can make lists. It's up to you how many you want to do. I just do one. The reason I only do one is because I do additional journaling than this. I do a bunch of different books, and I kind of mix in between the other books of what I do. But this one, I do every single day. So, okay. So now we are at the exciting part, ladies, and oh my gosh, I cannot believe what I found yesterday at the mini show. So I found some amazing stuff, and like I said the other day, I got permission. I call it permission. I just kind of asked him real nicely. Would you mind? Mr. Paper likes to be asked, but Mr. Paper never says no. So I was feeling pretty confident when I asked him to begin with. But anyway, of doing one of those little mouse in the house little wall things. So I thought, what do I need for that? I need a nice desk. So I got this nice desk. The drawers come out. It's a nice roll top desk, or faux roll top desk. But look at this little board comes out as well. If I can get it with my nails. That comes out. And I don't know if it actually does roll down. It doesn't matter to me because I'm just going to use it as is. I got that. And then I also got, oh goodness, where did I put it? Oh, you know what? I think it's in the pocket of my jacket here. Of course, I got papers. Oh no. Well, it's somewhere, but I guess I'll have to find it. I thought I got a laptop. I know that I bought a laptop. I just don't know where it is. Anyway, I got a little laptop and I got a little teacup. Since, I sit here at my desk with my laptop and my teacup, I will have to look for that. Anyway, that is the first thing I got. Then I found this amazing little find. And this was just a nice little box. It opens up. And I thought I could do a nice little, arrangement of something in there. It stands up. It has a little drawer there. And it just kind of stands up like that. So I got that. And I actually got this for $25. So I was pretty excited about that. So I got that. I thought maybe I can even use it here on my desk. Then I got... Oops, there's some stuff in my pocket. Oh, there it is. Look at that. I did have it in my pocket. I got this little laptop, and it will go on the desk. So it has been a full day. I got up early to go to the miniature show. I've been on the go all day long, editing and whatnot. It is almost 11:30 right now. So there's my little laptop, and I thought that was cute. So I got the laptop, and then I got a little teacup. Well, I got 2 teacups, but I thought, isn't that cute? Just my little desk. Just my little desk. So I got that and that, and then I got this neat little curio cabinet for, oh gosh, let me try to get you up here a little bit higher. A little curio cabinet here. And it kind of is in the shape of a barn. Ooh, goodness gracious. In the shape of a barn. And so I got that to add more little bits and bobs too. Because, I love the bits and the bobs. Okay. Okay. Now, girls, oh my gosh, I saw this item and I thought, wow, that's kind of neat. And then I walked away And I went about my business. I went and did more shopping. And then I found myself back at the table. And it was something that I thought was pretty amazing. So I wanted to share it with you. And of course, now, here we go. Okay. So this is the first thing that we have. And it's a little TV remote. You know, how cute is that? Back in the day, those big bulky TV remotes. Fun, fun, fun. So we have the TV remote. And then, check this out. We have the TV. So, we have the TV, old school, just like we all, you know, most of us grew up at a certain time. I know that I grew up, and we actually didn't even have a TV for a long time. And when we finally got a TV, this was the kind of TV that we got. So it, you know, is nostalgic. The little, these work. I mean, isn't that bananas? Okay, so now, back in the day, we didn't have a remote necessarily. So what do you have to do? You had to actually walk to the TV. Let me turn that down a little bit. You actually had to walk to the TV, and what do we have to do? We had to turn this freaking knob. So what are we going to do? We're going to change it. Boom. Remember Gumby? There's Gumby. And I just thought this was so, so cute to go in my little mouse house or something else, and then check this out. You recognize that? You recognize that? That is my video about going to the miniature show. Isn't that bananas? You can download your own videos onto here. It holds 10 hours worth of videos. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this on here, but in person, it actually just looks like the old TVs that we used to watch. Not super high quality, but good enough for us back in the day, and we loved our TV. We only got to watch it on the weekends, and we were so excited to watch our shows. So, that's that. We turn it to another thing. What is that? That is yesterday. That is yesterday's video. And then is that insane? So yes, I got that TV. And I am I am just in love with it. I think it is the most amazing thing. And so that is what I did at the miniature show today. It was fantastic. If you watch the video at the end, there are 3 other places that it is heading. I know that besides those 3 places, I know that it also goes to Las Vegas. I was there the week after it was there. I was so bummed about that last year. But it goes to, like any other show, specialty show, it goes to certain cities, and that is one of the places that it goes is here in Seattle, or Tequila, which is kind of by SeaTac. Anyway, okay, so that is that. I think that I got an amazing haul. I did not buy a whole lot because I spent most of my money on this little TV. I know it's bananas, but I just thought that was too good to pass up. And I did try to stick to a budget, but I did get a couple of nice containers. I got my desk that I wanted. I found these were like $3 a piece. I mean, the little laptop, I've been wanting one of those forever. And yeah, I just treated myself to some things. So ladies, today, if you are doing the gratitude part of the week, get your journal out, write out your week. If you want to use one whole page a day and decorate it, go for it. You girls are going above and beyond my wildest dreams of anything that I could ever expect. So, because it is just a, minimal of one gratitude thing per week or per day. I thought that this week I'll come on, I'll share what I'm grateful for, and then I thought that this would be a good week since this is a pretty easy week, a good week to do a little crafting. So I'm going to share every day with my gratitude a little craft that maybe you'll be into making. It's all going to be pretty simple, a minimal tools, scrap paper. I love doing little projects with scrap paper. So if you have scrap paper laying around, get your glue, get your tape, and meet me back here tomorrow because I'll be doing a craft. And it will be themed around journaling or notebooks. That's all I can say for right now. So thanks for joining me today. Hope that you enjoyed my spreads, got some inspiration. I hope that you got a kick out of my miniature stuff, and we'll see you tomorrow. Until then, from one paper girl to another, bye.